Hi everyone, this is Lisa from No Problem Consulting Agency. I think today is my first video to create about Saskatchewan nominee program. If any one of you have been looking to immigrate to Canada, you would probably heard of Saskatchewan PMP program. It's because it is probably the best known, or I guess the most well-known immigration stream for people who doesn't have a qualification, who is too old to put their profile in express entry. So basically, I would say this is one of the easiest way to get your permanent residency. If someone comes around and asks me, look, listen, Lisa, I need to get my permanent residency as soon as possible. Saskatchewan PMP program and AIP program requirements are very, very short compared to any other program, and this is almost guaranteed immigration stream. So it's not like core-based provincial nominee program like a BC PMP. Also at the same time, this is pass and non-pass, and it's the importance or the reliancy of this immigration program's success hugely rely on the employment in Saskatchewan. And some of you could say, hey, I've heard about this Atlantic's new PMP program, aka AIP. Is it similar to SINP? Yes, it is very, very similar to SINP. But the problem is AIP is really brand new program, and it's got a lot of uncertainty around that program. And because it's only been going around for less than 2 to 3 years, there's been always big changes around the program, and people are experiencing huge delays on the AIP programs, whereas Saskatchewan SINP program has been around forever and ever and ever, and then they are doing their best to make sure that employees are not being exploited. At the same time, employers is not doing anything illegal in terms of the foreign worker. Without further ado, let's get it started. So there are 4 different types of SINP program. This is their own official website if you want to know more about it, blah, blah, blah. It's your responsibility to click on each link and make sure that why I believe that Saskatchewan immigration program is the best of all the other immigration program, okay? Okay, so there are 4 different types. So we got the international skilled worker, we got the worker with the Saskatchewan work experience, and we have entrepreneur, and we have a farm owner and operator. I'm not going to go through these 2 because these 2 are the always has higher rejection or disapproved rates, because only like a few people out of hundreds can get those stream works, and this would cost a lot of money to do the business planning. But I am only focusing on the economic program, for someone like me who didn't have a lot of money to start with, and they wanted to get their permanent residency with their own skill set, and who is really desperate to move to Canada. If I go ahead and start with the International Skilled Worker Program, so this is what you need to know. International Skilled Worker Procedure and Guideline. This is always the most important part of your immigration when you are looking into this category. Don't get fooled by the whole different categories. So this is International Skilled Worker category, and in this category there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different options. International skilled worker category, and in that category we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 options here. And from what I see and from my understanding, most of the people that I know of are applying for the International Skilled Worker Employment Offer, and also Occupation in Demands, and then lastly, Hard to Fill Skills Pilot. I don't have a time for explaining everything, so I'm just going to stick with International Skilled Worker Employment Offer program because this is one of the most popular option within International Skilled Worker Program, okay? First thing first, always check out the eligibility criteria. So once you click on the eligibility criteria, employment offer, here are the eligibility. So this is the most important part when you're deciding whether or not you should be applying for the Saskatchewan PMP program. But Lisa, I think you lied to me because it says score at least 60 points on the Saskatchewan Immigrant Nominee Program Point Assessment Grid. This is a part of Saskatchewan Immigration Nominee Program that does require you to pass the certain point, but this is not assessed by the highest number or highest score candidate. So what that means is, as long as you pass the score point of vote 60, you will get in, okay? So this is not really score-based nomination. It's just a pass and non-pass, but in this case, in order for you to pass, you just have to get through the 60 mark. And you would probably want to know, what can I do to pass that 60 points or up? And to realize or to do your own assessment, click on the point assessment grid and then you will see, okay? And let's see what it says here. Have at least 1 year work experience in the past 10 years. Okay, so if you do have experience in the past 10 years, only 1 work experience is required. And then your English score has to be more than CLV 4 or up. And be eligible for Saskatchewan licensing. So this is only if you are in the professional occupation that requires license. And this is another important thing. Have an offer for a permanent full-time job in Saskatchewan. You will need a valid SINP job offer letter to show proof. Employer must register with the SINP, blah, blah, blah. So that's basically the job approval letter you need to get from SINP employer. And can anyone give you this job approval letter? No, there's always employers requirements to be able to support you for each provincial nominee program. So you just need to find the right owner, right position, and the right timing. Because right now, Saskatchewan is just really doing their best to get the processing going as soon as possible. So I don't know how long they're going to keep up with the speed, but right now, their nomination process, invitation process has gone very, 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 very quickly. So if anyone wanting to apply for their immigration in Canada and they couldn't figure out what to do and how to do it, Saskatchewan is another place you should keep in mind. For this job approval employment offer stream, you don't even have to have Canadian experience here. All you need to do is 1 year experience and you need this job approval letter, and then you have to pass this point grade. This is one of a few streams that Saskatchewan is offering to foreigner who is outside of Canada. Okay, so if you're outside of Canada and you want to apply for the Saskatchewan Provincial Nominee Program, this is the type of one of the 4 stream that you should keep looking into. Okay, but this again has English requirements, has points requirements, has job approval requirements. Okay, so that's why this might not be right fit for you. So let's just move on to the easiest, like literally the easiest type of immigration in Saskatchewan program. Okay,